Alright, today we're going to be playing more Hyper Light Breaker. I'm very excited. I think I have everything. Oh, I need to fix my metrics. Alright, there we go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there's like little latency sort of a situation. This is the early release build of the game, so I'm sure things are gonna change eventually. I'm gonna be doing a new character. At least I think it's new. I might be wrong. I'm not gonna pretend I know everything about this. Just glorious. Look at this beautiful, beautiful game. Alright, so we're going to try this character because I haven't tried her yet. Or maybe it's just a skin? I literally have no idea. I wonder if she gets like different weapons, or we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's good. I have a feeling that's gonna be like a heavy weapon, maybe. It feels maybe a touch faster than the heavy sword of the main character. If he even is the main character. So, while you're playing the game, you're gonna notice that red currency. I think it's called blue blood or something. Mostly you use that to level up. The next equipment that you get is called materials. That is more for upgrading weapons and gear and stuff. There's the golden rations. That's a currency that's kind of like your permanent upgrade situation. I forget what the currency is that you get from the bosses, but that one's in the early access version you can only get 2 per run as every run moves perfectly. You don't want to step on those flowers or whatever. I think they call that status effect. When enemies drop green orbs, those heal you. The red stuff is your currency, so you want that at all times. Since you can give it to merchants or use it as experience. I personally don't care. They're the same rarity. The sub bonuses, it's too early to know what my build will end up like. So I'm not super worried about that at this particular moment. Leave that there. That's like a tower that opens up more of the map without you having actually explored it. They're not everywhere, but if you explore the map manually, it'll open up also, so it's a nice to have. really all that important to think about, I guess. It must be up on that structure. The enemies, the red dots. Maybe I have to get on there from above. Guess we'll see. Those are almost always just money. Can sometimes be a key for armor. Armor's in the bottom left-hand corner. It's that green square. It's like a free hit for damage. I honestly have no idea what respawns this. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't take any HP damage there. I just took a loss of armor there. Whenever you see those like red glowing squares, those give you like a super jump. Situations that would obviously damage these enemies. One thing I definitely like to do is to kind of hide around the corners a little bit. You'll notice that your weapons don't like flank off structures, and I think the best way to use those is to hit enemies through the walls. Sometimes they can hit you through a wall too, but for the most part, that is the player's advantage to figure out. As you play it, you'll kind of figure out whether or not it's going to work for you or against you, sort of a thing. Alright, so it's going to slide way up here. You'll want to use the glider as you kind of get close to ground so that you don't take fall damage. You need to be relatively high up to take fall damage, but it happens, so better safe than sorry. You can see how much glide you have remaining. I'll show you when I jump down here. It's that green circle near the red robot. So if you're starting to run out, like because you're doing a particularly long fall, just spam it again a little bit before you hit the ground to prevent you from getting screwed over. Alright, let's go get that treasure chest over there. It's probably on that ice. You can glide over the water with the R2 shoulder button. That's the back right one for Xbox. I don't know what they call it there. I think they call it something. They call it something, probably. I just like R2. I'm a horrible PlayStation nerd, I guess. Thankfully, one good thing about this game was that I didn't need to configure the controller. They, being the developers of the game, they had that all ironed out for me. All I had to do was plug it into my USB port and be done with it. I mean, I could maybe play with it on Bluetooth, but no. Latency and no charging equals sadness. Let's see now. Playing this with a keyboard and mouse, like, it's probably not impossible, but I would say no to that. For many reasons, but if you don't believe me, you can try yourself. Like that box, for instance, you might have saw the number 42. It means I have to spend 42, and I have to hold the box longer as a confirmation that I'm spending resources sort of situation, which I think is fine. They don't make it like super long and annoying, it's just pretty quick and easy. Basically, you get more ammo via your battery. Your battery charges with your melee attacks, so you don't have infinite bullets, sort of thing. You do a pretty good job letting you know whether or not you're going to be hit based on visual cues that are pretty obvious, and the enemies have kind of routine patterns, so once you learn them, I think like muscle memory just takes over and you'll just be doing the thing. Keys open these locked doors. You can see keys in the upper right hand corner. Nothing too rocket sciencey about that. Cores are used to increase the amount of maximum levels that the character that you're playing can have. Since there's multiple characters, you'll want to use those kind of on characters you like the most, obviously. Yes, we want to. Sure. That has bleed on it, which is a secondary status effect. It's super useful. That and the shotgun, it's kind of like a trade-off. You get less bullets, but more close-range damage. Ideally, you want fire on the shotgun if you're me. Especially if you have another secondary that spreads the fire to other enemies. Because it wipes out, like, gigantic pools of enemies that will invariably start coming at us as the world tier, which is under the minimap in the upper left-hand corner, grows. Every time you level up, you'll get to pick a permanent for this run upgrade. Let's see, rail shots can bounce. Shooting an enemy with a rail marks them. I'm going to take additional damage, or charged attack deals stagger damage. I'd rather do the bounce for now, because I like the shotgun a lot. So that kind of makes it so... It doesn't always work, but the full blast of a shotgun hitting two strong enemies that are near each other, that will save you some pain in the ass. What happened there was the game will periodically, as you progress through the areas, send enemies after you. Sometimes you get lucky and they land in like the ocean and instantly die. So if you're like, where the hell are the enemies at? They probably landed in the ocean. And it behooves you to maybe look around the beaches that are in your immediate proximity to find the money that is there, because I don't know if it like goes away eventually, but I would be willing to bet if you let it sit there for like 5 minutes, it's probably gone, sort of a thing. So Phil. The map is pretty friendly. It could be a little bit better from a top-down, like, height perspective, but I think it gets the job done. I really don't foresee this map, like, leading anybody into a bad situation unless they're just completely deficient at managing mini-maps. Missed a potential upgrade for my bomb. I think the bombs are best used for crowds of weak enemies. Using them any other time, you're gonna have wasted it for the most part. Unless it has like a secondary effect, such as fire or bleed. Those are the two that I like the most. Ooh, I have another friend. We're definitely gonna try the other weapon for 2 reasons. It's a higher rank. This is rank 1 and the other one is rank 0. Not only that, but I like faster weapon sets. And this one looks like it has about the same reach, so I feel like that's everything I could ever want in a weapon. That's a level 2 grenade instead of a level 0, so might as well grab it. But since it's that light gray color, it's common, which means there's usually not particularly good secondary effects attached to it. And in this case, we're still really early in the run, so we don't have like a build really yet. Especially because I don't know this character. It's my first time using it. Thankfully, most of the overarching commands are all the same. So there's no like having to relearn how to play the game if you choose a different character. Just more timing with the weapons sort of a situation. Those glowing plants heal you. Since I have full life, there's no need to waste it. Maybe it's slightly under the ground. Given that it's early access, there's still a couple little bit of glitches here and there. They're not particularly bad. Drops those rock plants. Not a big fan of that. You can also break the gear. It gives you more EXP essentially, and if it's higher level, like above common, it also gives you equipment which you'll use later in the run. Oh, I guess I'm fully healed. Okay. I was checking my bottom left-hand corner. You'll see those injectable items next to my character. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't having already used one of those, because they automatically use themselves when you meet the HP threshold for their use. So it's good to kind of keep an eye on those, just so you don't end up in a situation where you don't have any and then you die and then you have to redo the run, and the runs are pretty long, so it's like, and there's ways to replenish the medkits. So you probably don't want to die because you weren't paying attention, sort of a thing. But that can happen. Probably will the first couple times you play. There's a lot of managing resources. So with these structured areas, where there's height and stairs, it's always a good idea to draw the enemies out into an open area. Because sometimes the enemies on high, especially if they're gun users, they can shoot at you from up above. And you'll be like, why am I taking damage? It's probably because there's something above you shooting at you. But that circular proximity thing kind of can show you where they're at, so if it's red, it's an enemy. That one doesn't match our build. It gave a benefit for the rot status effect, and because I don't have anything with rot on it, it's just like, I know I'm not going to use that like right off the bat, just seeing it. That, and it was a lower rarity, less secondary benefits. One thing about the map I like is if it's white like that, it means you haven't picked up whatever useful item is in this vicinity. So, and when it comes to armor, since you don't start with any, that's super useful to have, because it increases your max HP, and has secondary benefits as well. So, normally I'd like read them, but I'm pretty good at the game, so I don't check that much. Especially this early, it's like, we'll be fine, probably. Or maybe I'll see how it goes. explosion damage, automatic armor. I like things that increase damage because the bosses are pretty tanky. Stuff that helps you on the overworld is, if you're not knowing how the bosses move, is not ideal. A little person icon is it's a person. It sells. Let's see. Well, I don't like that sword as much. Our armor is better than that. I don't want the hammer. Better than nothing. So we'll just would have fall down. There's three kinds of merchants. The ones that sell a little bit of everything. Ones that sell curative type stuff. And then there's ones that only sell bombs. Also lock on too, but I personally don't like doing that very often, especially when you're in a situation where you're fighting like just an ass load of different kinds of enemies. I feel like it's not super useful to get bogged down by one enemy when there's like 40 of them trying to kill you. Some of the enemies explode when they die. So always be ready with a dodge in case you see that circle, which means they're gonna explode. Because they hit pretty hard. I think that would do 30 damage. If I didn't have armor on, I think I start with like 52 hit points, so that will wipe your character if you aren't paying attention. So this obelisk will upgrade a weapon or an armor or something. I usually save those for before I'm gonna do bosses, because you can upgrade your stuff at the town and then get one more upgrade on top, sort of thing, that you might not have been able to get otherwise. Plus they're fairly expensive, they're usually 150. Of your red currency. There's some different weapon options over there, so that's cool. I can level again, so we will. Where's the shrine? charge blade attacks inflict an explosion. Blade does more damage the more experience you carry, basically. Credits can restore. I'd rather have the bonus damage, because you'll get into situations where there's not a shrine nearby, so you're carrying a lot of those EXP, and being able to wipe out these mobs very quickly will protect you from taking extra damage. I'm one of those glass cannon, the best defense is a good offense kind of players, so... we want to be... Yeah, let's use that equipment over there. And we'll go check out those swords as well. That's probably better than what I have equipped. I think if this game let you fast travel, at least not while you're in a fight, that would help speed up and cut down the runtime a little bit, which would be kind of nice. But that's a very minor problem for this game, to be honest. I can re-roll the status effects that I don't like in the town. So since that's a higher level, it's hard to argue with, especially because I'm not much of a gun main. I usually use the gun to wipe out flying enemies. I feel like the aim reticle has a little bit of auto assistance. So even if you're not good at aiming, the game kind of helps you out. Because it throws a pretty good amount of chaos at you as that world tier goes up. So it's nice that it helps you out with some wacky stuff. Some of those glowing items on the ground are for the soup kitchen, and that allows you to have passive buffs for a run with consumable items. Any enemy with those 3 diamonds on its head means it has some kind of situation where it's gonna either be faster or stronger or use its status effects on you. So you have to be more careful when you see that kind of an that glowing pillar thing that I just picked up as a crown. You need 6 of them to do the full run. Every 2 that you pick up will allow you to fight a boss. I save those for the end once all my gear's upgraded. It's kind of a trade-off. The higher the world level, the more HP they have, but the more stackable skills that I have, the more likely I am to melt the HP bar of the boss, so... This game is also multiplayer. I haven't played it that way yet, but it's an option. I have a feeling it'll do the old Elden Ring thing to you where, you know, extra friends equals extra HP sort of situation. Alright, so some enemies are gonna crash. Her guns are a little different than the other guy's guns, so definitely been noticing that. I was like, oh, I thought I had a shotgun, but that's not what I had earlier. Which is why I was like, ah, I'm gonna try the other stuff. Harsh General. But the yellow diamonds are kind of like your main objectives prior to the boss fights. In the boss fights, you know, like you need 2 of the yellow thingies to fight that one, 4 to fight that one, 6 to fight the other one. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, my HP is doing fine. I don't know why I was so worried. How do I climb this structure? Oh, there's other free stuff I missed. want to go talk to this thing. So we can level. Let's see. Raid specials, executions, or fire rate. Not a big fan of most of those, so we ended up with something that we didn't really want too much. But that's okay. Alright, so let's cross over here. Okay, there's like a little island, so we can... Oh, I guess I didn't have my board out yet. Thankfully it doesn't seem like you take damage from falling in the water. Just slows you down just a touch. So given that that has a down arrow, that means we have to go into a cave. That thing right there is the cave where we'll find that particular item, so nothing too crazy there. It's pretty straightforward. That's the game's way of telling you you're doing too well, and that it wants to do. Oh, down. Usually it's best to just run away from these guys. This is what I should have done. Lol. Usually I like to snipe them with like a bleed skill. Flaming enemies are dangerous as fuck. Just as a heads up there. But we do it for the memes. What can I say? I don't want that crap. If you were smarter than me, you wouldn't be doing this. I am overconfident, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah, those golden boxes are a permanent upgrade. So anytime you see one of these downstairs elevators, if you don't think you're gonna survive, the best thing to do is to go back to the hub town, because it'll replenish your heals, and then to come back later, and then make sure you get that gold ration before you die, sort of thing, so that you have done something in the run that allows you to have a permanent upgrade later in the game. Because there's always one down there, at least in this version of the game. That can change later, of course. So yeah. Oh, it looks like I didn't go all the way around this island yet. There's a lot of stuff over there that I missed. Those spiky things on the ground are another environmental hazard. They'll eventually bleed you, which means you're going to take damage more than once, because bleed hits you a couple times. So don't go near those or fight near them. Some of the enemies have a special skill where they'll add more of those to the environment, so gotta be kind of careful with those. Yeah, let's see what kind of weapons are over here. There's really no need for us to go back yet because we still have one of the heals, so we could if we were nervous or something, but we're fine. Sometimes breakable objects also have an EXP in them too, so if you see them, it's usually worth going out of your way to run into them with your fancy board thing. Hello. Goodbye, friends. One of them ended up there, I guess. We ain't leaving you there to kill me later. Yo. One of the downsides to resetting the area by going back to the hub town is that all the enemies come back, so they pretty much stay mostly dead. Oh, it's probably in that damn cave. Yes, easy does. Oh yeah, that cave. Sometimes those white canisters can have like armor in them, so it's always worth it to open them. At the very worst, you'll get some EXP. No. That one's glitched. Glitched underneath there. Some of the dangers of procedurally generated environments. Enemies are usually pretty stupid on elevated planes like that, so I like to stab them in the feet. Will it always work? No, but it works enough to me feel fairly comfortable doing it. Oh, there's one of those level up thingy guys. We should go use that since we're running around with 1,000 EXP. Let's see, strike damage when they're knocked back. Flash step increases crit. Increase battery. Batteries, if you like guns more. I don't care about guns very much. Obvi. Gain armor after an execution, which is a specific way to kill an enemy. I don't care about that very much. Flash step adds strike damage to an next melee attack. Resets after taking damage. Gain 2 extra stamina pips. That's more dashes. I don't care about that either. There were a lot of those that I was just like, eh. Not stuff I benefit from as a glass cannon kind of guy. J'excuse. Alright, so we're gonna go in that cave. Oh. Somebody wants to die first. Ooh. Where's this other thing at? I've looked into something where they can't actually be. Nope. Don't know where they're at. And it might be glitched into a tree. I've seen that happen a couple times. It's not the end of the world. Oh, there's a cure there. There's another one. Hey. Common gun. We don't need no common gun. Let's check out this shop guy person. sucker. You hit my armor and not me. Oh, I'm not fully leveled, I shouldn't be doing that. Whoopsie. That's what I typically do at the end other end. So that guy sells cores, and you can refresh it over and over again. The cores help you increase the maximum levels that your characters can have. So I always try to make a note of those when I see them for the end of the game. Because I usually will run into a situation where I can't level up anymore. You might as well spend your money on something rather than nothing. There are upgrades that increase your attack power per 80 of the EXP blips, those red things. So sometimes it can be worth it to just not spend them if you're having trouble with bosses. Well, they went in the water, I guess, so... That's something that you can do on purpose to, if you're not in the mood to fight more stuff, just hang out near beaches whenever you see those things pop up. Alright. Still haven't found that damn cave. There's another item over here. Usually the diamonds are equipment, again, which is for upgrading gear. Me? Powerful. Level 2, but crystal. Not a huge fan of the crystal effect, but it's a higher level. Once I start re-rolling stuff, we'll kind of move towards a build and then we'll worry about equipment more then. But for right now, it's not a huge deal. Alright, so cave is behind me, but there's stuff in front of me too. On that little island over here. Oh no. I see. You're all hanging out up here. another heal? I could have swore it auto-healed for me. Where the hell is this item at? And there's some... Oh, okay, there's that. It's worse. Goodbye. More enemies are coming. Where the hell is this enemy? Is it stuck in the wall? Well, we'll just leave that alone. There's still one more crown we haven't picked up, and we still have a heal, so there's no reason to go back yet. But I did miss that cave, so we're gonna do that for sure. Meow. Where the hell is the cave? Oh, I'm on the wrong island. Lol. Oh yeah, I got that cookie. Totally forgot about that. Cave. Where are you, cave? There you are, you dirty whore. These caves can be kind of dangerous because it's sometimes pretty easy to get lost in them. They can have damaged floors and holes that you can fall into to take damage. And then sometimes there'll be a lot of enemies in a really tight space, so gotta pay a pretty close attention when you're messing around in here. The glowing mushrooms, though, usually are pointing you where to go if you get lost, so... Let me out of here. What the hell? No, don't fall. You'll have to run through this shit again. Oh no, maybe not. Let me out of here, man. Let me out. That's why I don't like going in caves. Alright. So... we haven't checked out the whole of that ice island, so we're gonna go over there and mess with that. Especially because of the Skylab's over there, and that's usually a really good place to have big open areas with enemies to kill and to get some EXP. Though I don't really need very much of it right now, because I'm pretty close to my next level. since I don't have this character maxed, I think my next level is my last one, so. Oh yeah, plus I'm missing that last crown too. Looks like there's a pretty easy way up over there, so we'll do that. Rude. He's shooting at me. What did I ever do to him? Don't care, don't care, don't care. I only need like 20 more XP to level. No, don't fall. Oh. Weave it. Alright, but here we have Anya is this way. Because we can't get in there until we kill the other two. And we're missing a key anyway. Is there a shrine over there? Hmm. Good to know. So, that's not the vendor I want, but we still need that key down there. Carry refills, battery. Next dash deals 20% of strike damage to enemies that you collide with. Interesting. I think that's specific to this character. Alright, where's... Yeah, we'll go get that last yellow thingy, and then we'll get out of here. And go to the hub town and upgrade here and re-roll some of it and see what we can get. Another boss enemy. Yeah, that's gonna get dangerous really fast. You're gonna dig with me too? There's armor over there, and I don't know if I want it. Stay away from me. Damn it. Okay, there's the armor. Not as good. Same for that. Run away. Alright. Sucks to waste. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Like 2 HP left. But we wasted 400 experience, but we're max leveled, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, yeah, as that world level goes up, shit gets harder. I haven't killed any bosses yet, so I can't upgrade any of that stuff. We want bleed. Oh, we got it on the first try. Beautiful. So for this, we're gonna want fire then. How many more do I have? And I have to upgrade my bomb. Would really like fire. I'll take a beat though. Burn is fine. Okay, I do still have some left. Let's do burn. I can only reroll this a couple more times. I just have to remember to use my grenades. Alright, let's do higher crit hit damage. More often, since we have to go do the bosses now. I didn't breach a rare amp. Womp womp. I have 128. I really want fire on my gun. Yeah. Oh, we did end up getting it, so excellent. Time to go get the bosses. The bosses have to be done in order. So you have to do the level 2 boss, the level 4 boss, and then the level 6. What happened, buddy? Where am I? I've lost my mind. The old age has deleted all my critical skills. I don't like any of that. No, thank you. Oh, I'm not headed towards the right way. I need to get on that island. Oh, I think we can climb up from over here. What's going on is your sister or your mom being cray-cray again. Your mom's sick, so I'm imagining it's probably not her. Unless she, like, miraculously was healed. With the injection that she put off that you told her to take. Oh dang, so she's not breathing well then. Usually only people with like asthma or bronchitis or some kind of inflammation of the lungs need that stuff. That sucks. I know how much it sucks to not be able to breathe having asthma, so I get it. It's not ideal. Alright, let's kill this motherfucker. Healing items, so that's good. And we don't want that at all. That could not have gone any better, to be honest. That worked out well. Because when you leave, you get fully healed, so... Oh, well, mostly fully healed. I'll take it. Alright, so we need to go to Crown 4, but there's also... There's upgrade towers that I haven't picked up. There's one there, so we're gonna go that way first. Oh, I also didn't hit the Sky Lab, but usually you just get the opportunity to buy another armor, and Sky Lab on level 17 is not going to be super ideal. I would rather take it out earlier in a run. And that's not what happened this time. It's not an MMO. It's, I would call it more like a roguelite, Souls-like kind of situation. It is super fun. It's one of the most competently made games I've ever played. Yeah, I really don't have anything outside of minor nitpicks. But this game is in early access. It's like version 0.7. So the stuff that's wrong, they definitely know about because the community definitely told them. So they don't need me bitching about shit they've already heard about. This game is going to come out on a 1.0 someday, and it's just going to be beautiful and perfect. Like, I think this was like, it was on sale and in early access, like a couple months ago. It was worth every penny. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was worth every penny. I know that much for sure. La la la. Save. Body. Alright, it's coming over here for this thing. Wherever it is, it's somewhere. Where are you? There we go. Literally. Can't level. Is this the person that sells the stuff? I don't have that much extra money, but... Goodness. This is becoming a gangbang. Where's the guy? No. Bye. Yeah, you don't sell anything I care about. Actually, that's better than what I already have. Alright. So, I think that's a person that would be useful to talk to. And then we can kind of like go back and get that obelisk. Actually, I really don't care about talking to that guy. Hopefully we can find a couple little healy spots on the way. I will end you. I will end your entire bloodline. And then I will end your other bloodline. Because you're a dirty whore. I shouldn't be fucking with these enemies. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, it's not your fault Amazon didn't deliver the thing. And you did the work on her behalf anyway, so... Like, I get that it sucks when you don't have what you want, but like... It seems like it's on the way. I mean, worst case scenario, you could be like, I'm tired of hearing you bitching. I'll order another one, in which I'll just return the one that gets here late or whatever. So how about you shut your cunt hole before I shut it for you, you fucking bitch. Wink wink, blink blink, slicey twicey, stabbo wabbo. Motherfucker. Oh yeah, I need to go up to that thingy to get that boss fight. How do we climb this bullshit? Damn, that is a big thing of crystal meth. La la la, climb the bullshit. Oh, God damn it, mother kitties. Ooh, stay the hell away from me. Yeah, healy thingy. How do I get up you? There we go. Oh, is he still like hitting you up? That's weird. That's too many things for like 1 week. It's just too many things. Like, I really didn't want to do the interview that I had today because it's my birthday. Not anymore. It was my birthday yesterday, 2 hours ago. Which isn't a good excuse, but like, I woke up super like dehydrated and tired and just not in the mood for jack fuck all. But jack fuck all found me anyway. But the interview, like, I wasn't even trying. I was like, I was on autopilot, and then at the end they're like, you have the job, and I was like, I didn't expect that to happen, so it worked out pretty good. I was just like, so tired, because I was so done with all these stupid ass. Yeah, maybe he'll suck your dick or something. Damn it, I don't like this boss, I have to pay attention. It has so many attacks. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's just the seasons are changing, and whenever the seasons change, I become Super Bitch 9000. So yeah, it just is what it is. My man boobs are aching or something. Man MS. Manly. Something like that. Get over here so I can stab you. Come to me and die. Oh dang it, should be stabbed. Alright, come down here so I can stab you. Blame Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure it was Donald Trump. He jizzed in his wife or something, and then it made the weather shitty. It was like his one time per year getting to jizz in Melania, and now Earth is destroyed or some shit. Cookie. one more boss. And then like battle royale type situation. Oh, I never got that other thing. I should have went over there and got that other thing. I was like, I'll be fine. Fucking blah blah blah. Kitty titty nipple. Kitties. Yeah, of course there's gonna be a bunch of dickheads over here near that upgrade that I want. Well, well, well. Yeah, it's like bright purple. Alright, here we go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Where am I going? I need to go to the 6 crown area, which is this fish. It will Donald. Blame the Donald. It's so weird, like, I'm glad I'm not in contact with any of my exes. The last time I talked to any of them was when my sister died, and it was to genuinely, because one of them was part of my life for a while and we were engaged and didn't get married. And like, he knew my sister, so I was like, maybe you'll want to come to the funeral or whatever, and that was literally, they didn't end up coming, which was kind of what I expected, because they're with somebody else and I don't like drama anyway. I was like, if you come, like, just know that it's only for that purpose, sort of thing. Like, it's not some kind of contrived effort to try to, like, see your wiener again or some shit. Alright, let's go kill this other boss. I could go back to the hub town and unlock a level up, but I'm not doing that shit. One thing I do want to check, though... Let me see if I can make this work. I highly doubt I'll get it to do anything that I want it to do, but we'll give it a shot nonetheless. Well, he should be begging for your return, because you're a good person. And getting your resume over to the place so that you can get you a jobs, honey. Hopefully in a different department so that you get some boundaries between personal and work life, sort of thing, but I don't know if you'd even consider redating him. Oh, it's the douchebag twins. I'll stab ya. I'll stab ya. I'll stab ya. I was like, oh, it didn't register that I killed the boss yet, because I killed it so fast. I think they made that boss too easy. Yeah, it shouldn't be that easy. Just really shouldn't. Yeah, I love that katana. There's, I think, going to be 10 different characters for this game, each with different, like, melee weapons and ranged weapons. And I really like this character having a long weapon that's relatively fast. Pretty fucking sweet, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this is the person that sells the stuff that I might want, but we're gonna check. Yeah, I don't want none of that shit. Izies. Oh my god, look at all those motherfuckers. Alright, the other one isn't that far away, so we should check it at least. This way-ish. I like the music, it's just so like zone chill sort of thing. Synth wavy and just doesn't like get in your way, but it is interesting enough to just listen to on its own sort of thing. Very hard. It's kind of like the overarching movement seems like Breath of the Wild to me, which is nice because I don't have to like unlock any abilities. You just start with like a triple dash and like a double jump, and like you can glide and you can ride your little surfboard thing over water. Like it's just very nice. Like it's like you get all the things. Is it worth it? Yeah. Can't definitely do that again though. Yeah, 458. No, we don't have that kind of money. Honey. We ain't got that kind of money. We ain't got that kind of money. Alright, where the fuck am I going? Where's that red thing in the sky? I like how visually and from a sound design perspective, everything in this game is telling you something if you're paying attention. It's just delightful. Like, the game, despite having some cryptic stuff behind it, it is at all times trying very hard to, like, make sure you know what's going on. Unless you just are stupid and don't know how to pay attention, then you're probably, you know, gonna have a bad time or something. Meow, meow, meow. Alright, bring it on. game that we have available to beat. Give me my free shit. Yeah. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next one.